Hi, this is Teacher Rose, and this is Keys to English Sounds in Section 3 on Blends. In this video, I will help you understand the changes in one-beat words, words with one vowel. So there can be 11 changes in one-beat words. The first change can be that the first sound changes. So when we look at the word run, r, a, n, a three-sound word, it changes to s, a, n. So the R is gone, and now we have a S sound. Run to sun. And number 2 are middle sound changes. So here we have sun, s, a, n, 3 sounds. And now we have soon, s, oo, n. Still 3 sounds, but the vowel is different, and it's a new word, a different word. So for number 3, our last sound changes. Number 3 sound changes from run, r, a, n, to rug, r, a, g, rug. So the n, the last sound, n, changes to a g. In number 4, the first sound goes. So we start with the word stop. 4 sounds. We have the blend, st, that's 2 sounds. And then we have the vowel ah, and then the quiet p sound, p, stop. When we go to this word top, there's no s sound. We only have 3 sounds, t, a, p. New word, top, stop, to top. Number 5, a middle sound goes. In this example, we have a 4 sound word with a blend, ter, that's 2 sound, ter, and then I, and then p, the quiet p sound. But in this word, there's no R. The R is gone. The R is gone, and all we have is 3 sounds, t, I, p, tip. Tip and trip rhyme because both ip, but 2 different words. In the last sound, oops, in number 6, the last sound goes. So in this word, we have s, e, d. We have a 3 sound word, 4 letters, 3 sounds, e, d. But in this word, we only have 2 sounds, s, e, because there's no d. The d is gone. The last sound goes. For number 7, we're going to add a first sound. So we start with top, t, a, p. And then for this new word, we add a s, s. And now we have a blend, st, st, 2 consonants, and then a, p. So 3 sounds, top, to 4 sounds, stop. And number 8, we can add a middle sound. So if we start with t, I, p, tip, we add the R sound, r, then we have a blend, ter, then we have I, p, trip. So 3 sounds to 4 sounds with a new sound for number 2 sound. For number 9, we add a last sound. So let's use that word trip, ter, that's 2 sounds, I, p. So here we have 4 sounds, but now we have 5 sounds. We've got ter, we've got our vowel I, but we have an another consonant blend, a P and an S together. Ps, ps, trips. They're hard to say because they're quiet. In number 10, we repeat a sound. So we start with ah, 3 sounds. We continue with 3 sounds, but the 2 consonants are the same. Repeat means same. So there's 2 quiet P sounds. P, ah, p, pop. And our last change is where our sounds switch. So we have the same sounds, t, ah, p. But in this word, the p is number 1. Ah, same, and t is number 3, the last sound. So top to pot. Switch. So now, please read the words and think. What change? So in this one, we start with d, e, d. We could try d, e, d. No, d, e, d, dead. And then we go over here, d, e, f. No, d, e, f, death. What changes? The last sound changes. There's no d, now there's a quiet f. Please read and think, what change? So we start with tool, t, oo, oo. And now we added a S sound. So now we have the blend st, 2 consonants, then our oo and our oo. So what is the change? We added a first sound, a number 1 sound. Now we have 5 letters, 4 sounds. Here we have the word cur, 2 consonants, the C and the R together, cur, ah, p. And in this word, we only have k, ah, p. The R sound is gone. We dropped a sound. We dropped number 2 sound. Here we have the word sell, s, e, o, 3 sounds. And now we have the word well, w, e, o, 3 sounds, 4 letters, 3 sounds. What changed? S went to w. So the change is the first sound changed, or changes. Please read and think, what change? So here we have the blend, sm, 2 consonants, and then we have the vowel ah, and then we have the l, small. And now we have ah and l, mal. So what happened? We dropped the S sound. The S sound is gone. We dropped the first sound. So now we have two different words. So here we have some small words, b, a, g, bug, and now it's b, I, g. I hope you noticed that the vowel changed from a to I. The middle or the second sound changed, or the vowel changed. Here we start with the word s, or. Only two sounds. 4 letters, but only two sounds. S, or. But over here, we now have a blend, sk, 2 consonants, and then a or, a vowel, score. So what did we do? We added a second or middle sound. We added. So here we start with the word tool. T-oo-l. And in this word, it's pretty obvious that we added a last sound. So we made this word plural. So we have 1 tool, but now we have 3 tools. So we add an N sound. This one, we have the word moon. Ooh, 4 letters, but only 3 sounds. And over here, we have the word noon. So there's kind of like 2 changes. The first sound changes, but then we could also say the repeat. So the same sound. So the first sound changes, and then the first and third sounds repeat or same. Here we have the word row. R-o, 2 sounds. But over here we now have a blend, grr, 2 consonants, and o, the vowel, grow. So I think you can see that we added the g sound, we added a first sound when we went row to grow. In this word, we start with the word life. L-I. Remember, the E makes no sound. Life. And then we go to I-L. File. Same. E, no sound. File. What happened? What happened? We would call this a switch. The sound switch. Now the F sound is the first sound, and the L sound is number 3. The vowel is I, and it's number 2. So here we have the word plant. We have a blend, plural, 2 consonants. We have our vowel a, and then we have a consonant blend, plant, 5 sounds. But over here we still have the blend, plural, and the vowel a, and the n sound, but the t is dropped. It's gone. So now we only have 4 sounds, not 5. So we drop the last sound. So here we start with the little word sit. Sit. But over here we now add a second sound. Now we have a consonant blend, sp. And then we have it. Spit. It and it. But different. Here 2 sounds and here 1 sound. So we add a second or a middle sound. Well, thank you for learning English with Teacher Rose, and please join me for training video number 1 on blends, where we'll study the blends ter and thur.